What's up, y'all? So I want to do a quick recap of the last video I did before I dive deep into the main topic of this video. The last video I did was about the hourglass condition of Johnny Darko, the very famous pornographer who specialized in the deep throat genre of pornography. As I said in the last video, Johnny Darko, in my mind, has two options. Option one, he can retire from pornography and take a long break from any sexual activity to better heal himself while exploring the methods that are available. Methods like Xiaflex or a rod that is implanted, assuming he doesn't already have a rod implanted. Right, so that is option one. Option one is that he retires from pornography, takes a long break from any sexual activity while exploring what methods are available to better sustain his penile health. Right? Option two, the more controversial option, is Kreffinter's Deep Web. Kreffinter's Deep Web is a dark web space where you can see videos of men castrating themselves. There's nothing new about Kreffinter's Deep Web. We saw this with BME Pain Olympics. We saw this with Marius Gustafsson's Eunuch Maker. So this option, option two for Johnny Darko, is that he would chop the front half of his penis off with a butcher's knife or a crampet on video and sell that video. And then after he heals from that, he pursues apple full gonzo. Apple full is where a woman puts the entire cock and balls in her mouth at the same time, the entire scrotum, meaning it is when she puts the cock and the balls in her face at the same time for a chipmunk-like effect, right? This is something that is easier done with the average size penis, of course. Johnny Darko, after Kreffinter's Deep Web, would have something that is on the spectrum of average, meaning his nub would be on the spectrum of the average size of penis. And so he could do the Kreffinter's Deep Web thing, castrate himself on camera, sell that video. He could probably get some good money for that. And then he could pursue apple full gonzo after that, after he heals, right? That is the more controversial option there, of course, right? So once again, option one, the medically correct way to go about his hourglass condition would be to retire from pornography and to take a long break from any sexual activity. Or option two, he can chop his big dick in half, right? Because the hourglass is pretty much right at the center point. He can chop his hourglass off and then pursue a career in apple full gonzo. Okay, so now I want to talk about the main topic of this video. Is Porno Money funding a genocide in Gaza under the guise of biblical prophecy? This is very complicated, right? There is this old conspiracy, right, dating back to the early 1900s when photo technology was advancing. This conspiracy that the Jews are the ones responsible for pornography, right? This is complex and it's not set in stone. It's just not accurate to suggest such a thing. It is true that the United States has the biggest porn industry out of any country in the world. It is true that the United States gives Israel money. But Israel has strange laws in regards to pornography, a strange spectrum of laws. People have criticized Israel in recent years. They have suggested that Israel is moving in the same direction of porno censorship as Iran and China, meaning, yes, indeed, porno laws in Israel are complex, because Israel tends to be morally conservative due to the religion. Right? So I really don't think that porn is a Jewish problem. I think that pornography is a people problem, a human problem. You know? I don't think you can pinpoint and say that the Jews are the ones responsible. Of course, the Jews get blamed for so much, you know?